everybody. It's been a while, but in the grand scheme of things, not that long, considering this is only like the second video I've put out in 6 months. I know you guys really wanted me to dive into like what to expect in the next Mercury and retrograde, and so I do have some information for you guys, also some new knowledge, some stuff that I learned recently to do with like Chinese astrology. And I do think it's important to take things like astrology seriously because it's actually like ancient science, and the fact that Western cultures dismiss it is kind of silly when it's accepted and validated in so many other cultures. I'm rambling. All right, let's get into the reading. So to pick up some major themes for this Mercury in retrograde, which is December 29th through January 27th, I'm sorry, see, I can't even read. December 29th through January 17th. Okay. We'll pull some themes. We have the nuthatch, stay grounded, welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Always as an empath, stay grounded in a retrograde. We have dawn and new beginnings, and that's going to come into play. The back of the deck energy is the Mother of Pentacles. I actually went ahead and shuffled out all the cards so the reading would have more information in it. We can move a little faster. This tells me this is going to be a good retrograde to kind of like really stew on your ideas and bring your manifestations to fruition. And then to represent your spirit animal, we have the golden egg, and this is the energy you're going to be carrying, and we'll read about that. And then as far as protecting yourself as an empath, we have let yourself receive support. It's often easier for empaths to give than to receive. Allow others to support you. Experience the pleasure of their caring energy. And I know a lot of empaths often give, and then they block themselves to receiving, and then they wonder why their luck is bad. How do I know this? Because this happens to me all the time. But yes, you have to be open to receiving support from the universe in order to actually receive that support that you're praying for. One first must be willing to allow for help. And it's okay to ask for help. I actually start therapy tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. If for no other reason, just to work on myself. Okay, so one of the things I want to bring to your attention is we're ending the Chinese lunar calendar year of the Black Tiger. This happens every 60 years, and it's the year of the tiger every 12 years, which they tend to be very aggressive years, like lots of turmoil and upheaval. But when it's a Black Tiger year, it's even more intensified. So you may have noticed in the past year a lot of drama, stress, tension around family life, darkness kind of consuming energy, low vibrational bull crap. More so than usual, it's been a hard one. And if you think about it, like war erupted across the world. We're coming through pandemics. I mean, it makes sense that this past year was a really tricky one. The last one was 60 years ago, right around the same time as that would have been the Korean War. I don't know. You'd have to ask a historian that one. But what I want you to take away from this is this Mercury in retrograde is nothing in compared to what the year has been like as a whole. So you will get through it no matter what. It'll seem like a breeze, especially since you have awareness about Mercury in retrograde. You can utilize this time rather than communicating and making strategies that way, taking action steps because you're aware that now is not a good time for communicating. We want to be sure we're staying away from signing contracts. This next Mercury in retrograde, it's going to be kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel for this year of the Black Tiger, because we're moving into the year of the rabbit, which is very auspicious and brings good luck, and you're going to actually be able to turn around and see why you learned the life lessons you did in 2022. Okay, it's going to be hard. It's a Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn. So it's going to be the hardest on our Aries and our Libra friends. Probably most likely because Capricorn tends to be about structure and Aries doesn't like structure and Libra questions structure. So I imagine that's kind of where that is going. The main message takeaway from what I researched was don't pop off on people. It's going to be an easy time to just like snap. Really like be mindful of your words before they leave your mouth. And then in the new moon in Scorpio, that's going to be significant for you guys. That's when you'll see the purpose behind all of this darkness and pain from 2022. Okay, by the way, all planets go into retrograde, not just Mercury. And it depends on where they are in your natal charts, how they affect you. Okay, so for the golden egg, this is the energy you guys are carrying into this retrograde. Let's read about it. It just kind of is inspiring to me already because I know what this card's about, but it says, message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga nidra or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, staying open to any response you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. I hope you guys can hear me. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. Okay, so within you lies the answers to some of the struggles you've been going through, but because we've been through this shadow period of the black tiger, you haven't been able to really go inwards deep enough to get the answers. You've been too busy taking care of surface level bullshit, for lack of a better word. So let's go ahead and put out our tarot. Oh my gosh, it's so loud in here. I can't even hear myself think. Okay. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Where do I want to put these? I think I want to put them here. Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Father of Swords, the Son of Wands, the Ten of Wands, Son of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Star, and the Four of Swords. Okay. What do we need to know from this tarot moving into Mercury in retrograde? This is the time for manifestations. Once you understand that communication is not going to be its strongest and you eliminate that from your priority list, you can get some hard work done and make a lot of progress because you know how to navigate these choppy waters. Everyone else is getting lost in communication. I love that movie, Lost in Translation. But that's exactly what it's going to be like. You're going to see the path forward very clearly with the Six of Wands, where other people are going to be kind of caught in the mud. We move into the Five of Pentacles, and I foresee loneliness. This seems like it's been withdrawn, though, like it's carried on for some time, and that this will resolve itself with the Year of the Rabbit come January, I think, 21st. And then Father of the Swords lets us know that this is a time we will receive a very masculine communication that will be very direct, and it could come in the form of words from a coworker, a boss, or a loved one. But we will be receiving this communication, and it's all about how you handle it as to how you were able to establish a new beginning. We have the Sun of Wands suggesting that you're going to have a lot of thoughts and feelings when this communication comes to you. But what you really need to do is take a step back, breathe, and think, because the Ten of Wands indicates responsibility. There's a need to take responsibility here rather than lashing out or popping off, right? Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. You have answers within you that are coming once the atmosphere begins to lighten. We move into the Sun of Cups, the equivalent to the Knight of Cups. This is the energy of love moving in very quickly, or a romantic suitor moving in really quickly, divine masculine energy, followed by the Four of Pentacles. And this is kind of about needing to play your cards close to your chest, really kind of like keeping personal details private, and it's safe to do that. You don't have to share everything with everyone. It's a time to kind of retreat and reorganize your thoughts. The star tells me that if you are aware and mindful during this retrograde, you can actually use it to your advantage because of your strong communication skills. Your age is above the rest, as far as what you are able to negotiate, for lack of a better term, what you're able to communicate clearly with another individual. Four of Swords tells me we need to rest this Mercury in retrograde. It has been a really long and exhausting year, one of death, followed by hopefully rebirth come Year of the Rabbit. This winter void we're in right now, in this last Mercury retrograde, it will feel lonely, but it is a time to go within and to kind of mentally prepare yourself to be reborn. So that is the download with tarot. Sorry, I'm just having to sip my strawberry and sweet iced tea. I don't know if you guys have ever had one of these from Sonic, but they're so good. If you're addicted to sweet tea, if you grew up here, you have an addiction. It's called sweet tea. And I actually really like this because instead of sugar, they just put like crushed strawberries in there, muddled strawberries. I'm off topic again. But my point is it's delicious and it's less sugar than a sweet tea. All right, let's put some cards down. Deep cellular healing. Where do I want to go? Let's go like right here. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Okay, remember I just said we've endured the year of the black tiger, which has been terrifying now that I know what happened. So it's gonna take some time. You're not gonna pop back to your usual self right away, and like use this retrograde as a time to reflect and heal from everything from 2022 so that it doesn't carry into the auspicious 2023. I once had to ask what that word meant, so if you don't know what auspicious means, it means good luck. Okay, next we have Star Family. You're part of a team of souls, call and support. Yes, definitely that is a double message right here. Let yourself receive support. Call and support. Deep healing. Like, listen, you don't have to do this alone. What is Victoria doing? Therapy? What? I hate therapy. Why am I doing it? Well, because like I need to find a way to grow right now. Okay, then we have the blue flame. I don't like this. So there we go. No, they're even. Okay, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. I do feel like you're going to get an intuitive download and you're going to want to act upon it during the retrograde. What your job is to navigate action steps so that you can achieve whatever this goal is without signing anything into fine print until the retrograde is over. The reason why we don't sign contracts during a retrograde is because Mercury is literally the planet of communication and it's moving backwards. It can be a very confusing time. that being said, I think you're going to have an epiphany and you're going to be able to use it to your advantage, knowing that we're in a retrograde. Okay, we have the courageous peony. There's a call for courage, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. You don't have to hide, is like the point of this card. Is like you're beautiful the way you are and you're strong enough as you are. There's nothing new you need to obtain in order to achieve your goals. It's a matter of setting forth and jumping in. Andromedan energy, adventures, say yes to change. So again, I see you like strategically taking advantage of this retrograde by using your awareness of it and the auspicious 2023 coming, to where you can communicate in a way where you're safely honoring your boundaries, the boundaries of others, and you'll be making more forward progress than others, and you're going to be saying yes to new things with confidence. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. It's going to be really important for you to stay close to friends and family during this winter solstice retrograde. Seasonal depression disorder comes through. That's something I just started taking vitamin D for, but Laura suggested, you can always have a sun lamp in your house. There are many ways to beat seasonal depression disorder. Bundling up and walking is not a bad one. That's also earthing and grounding. Speaking of, we have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. In winter, we tend to disconnect from Gaia. The easiest way to reconnect is to go swimming in a natural body of water or to take a hike. Anything where you're merging yourself, your physical vessel, with the earth. Gardening, for example. Watering your Christmas tree does not count. All right, we have warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So think of 2022 as like boot camp for what like the next part of your life is going to look like. You took a lot of hard lessons, and the cool thing is it only gets better. Don't give up on your dreams when we're just entering a phase of auspicious like energy. Okay, all right, we have, let's see, let's put her up here. Sorry. Okay, Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. All right, there is a download for the collective that like this is a time where you can educate others about things like Mercury in retrograde, but also just on communication in general. I always suggest people lead by example. So one of the ways you can do this during your retrograde is to gossip less and see how the vibration is lifted to a higher vibration versus a lower vibration, and how other people will follow suit because they like to be around your positive energy. Okay, from the Rose, we have the Sacred Waters. Nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care. This winter retrograde is for sure for resting and recuperating and reflection, I would say most importantly, because a lot of chakras not active in the collective and me, and it's just from sincere trauma and stress of the past year. That is if you honor and believe in astrology, which I do. Okay, we have Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. Again, we have the word teaching. So this is a good time for you to share knowledge. It's safe to do so. What we don't want to do is be crabby with other people or snap at other people or pop off or speak without thinking first. But because you have an awareness of what is happening astrologically and with Mercury, you're a good person to learn from. And then finally from the Rose, we have the Breathing Rose. And it's heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. So Spirit is acknowledging 2022 is coming to a close. It has not been easy, but you have weathered the storm this far. Okay, from Divine Beloved, we have Divine Assistance. And this is about being open to receiving, you guys. Don't be the empath that gives, and shuts down when it's your turn to receive. It says, change me, Divine Beloved, into one who is willing to receive all the right help. Let me feel deserving of divine assistance in every way. Open me to receive. The first step to being open to receiving is letting go. And that's the hardest, is letting go of the things we can't control. But once you do so, you're allowing for more space for good things to enter your life. Okay, new moon in Scorpio, go deeper. This is when you can take your deep dive, when it's safe to really do that deep healing work. But up until then, know that you're doing good enough already on your own. There's nothing extra you need to do to work on your healing journey other than let time sort of help you reflect on things and process. Okay, next we have from the Crystal Intentions, Root-Related Quartz. I'm grateful that my vital life force provides me with the energy and motivation to live life to the fullest. Throat chakra. So communication chakra is going to be a bit shut down. It says improve energy levels and increase life force, maintain focus, increase feelings of self-empowerment, amplify courage and confidence. It's safe to be courageous. We have the courageous peony here. It's safe to be confident. It's okay to be empowered so long as we're avoiding the word bossy. Low energy might be a problem, and that is where I'm going to suggest that you spend some time outside absorbing some sunlight, because our body needs it in order to thrive. If you look at, I'm getting off topic here. I watched a documentary where they were showing this fish, or it was a toad or something, and the eggs closest to the sunlight and the eggs that were further deeper in and not closer to the sunlight. The eggs that were closer to the sunlight fared much better, because on a cellular basis, we need the sun's vital life forces. Sunstone might be of use during this time. Okay, we have the Angel of Nurturing. I am cared for, loved, and appreciated. My heart is open and I allow love to fill me up. Body, mind, and soul. I willingly nurture myself and others who truly need and want my nurturing. Chrysoprase is a suggestion on the back, and it's typically the stone of heartbreak. It says, do you have a broken heart? Are you feeling unloved? Take the time to nurture yourself and know you are loved by the divine. Open your heart and have more compassion for yourself and others. Take a long bath and drink plenty of water to nourish yourself. Again, we have the sacred waters and the need to drink water. Hydration is going to be important. We have to stay hydrated because it helps keep our brain working. You know, the body can go like 2 weeks without food, right? It can literally only go 48 to 36 hours without water, depending on what kind of health you're in. That's how vital water is to your human vitality. Okay. So for your manifestations, visualization is going to be key this season. I take mental pictures of my goals that are simple. Okay, I make mental pictures of my goals that are simple and to the point. Visualizing like, for instance, if I was a runner and I visualized myself crossing the tape and winning a race, that sets me up in alignment to win that race. It sets my optimism up for success and my manifestation and my intention for the highest good for, well, me in that situation. But it's the same thing when you visualize a manifestation, it does help bring it to fruition. Okay, next is something we can practice during this Mercury retrograde, because we're supposed to slow down, talk less, go within more. Okay, we have the Condor. You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. There's always that lingering message in a retrograde not to make any big decisions like signing contracts. Wait till the retrograde is over just to be on the safe side. We have the card Freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. And that's going to be part of the healing journey we're embarking upon after what has been a rough 2022. And then from Gabby Bernstein, I can forgive people quickly, release my resentment, and set myself free. So more on freedom. This winter is going to bring you a sense of peace. And it seems really scary right now because we've been in the dark for quite a few months with the Black Tiger water year that I learned about. You're going to have a renewed sense of peace once this retrograde passes. It's kind of like the grand finale of a bad storm. That's how I would describe it. And because everything has already been kind of confusing and up in the air and dark and low vibrational, you're not really going to notice too much of a difference, especially if you throw yourself into work. That just came through. Okay. I did want to do one more thing. We want to get some keywords from the Soul Tree Oracle. Let's just pull like 4 tarot cards. Like, let me see what message Spirit wants to bring through right now. We have the 9 of Wands, which represents achievement. The Judgment card, which represents a major life decision. The Lovers. Four of Wands. Okay, so yeah, one of the things I took away from what I researched was this is a powerful time for career. This upcoming year is a powerful time for career and work balance. And I see you making decisions to better your home life, to integrate love in relationships as a priority. And then we have the 4 of Wands indicating like a celebration or even a wedding. Like, things on the home front are looking up. It is work, finances, career, where you're going to be experiencing a lot of, right here, new beginnings. The back of the deck energy on this one is Temperance, which is the energy of needing to remain balanced. Okay, let's pull some keywords to wrap it up. That one came flying out. Teach. I told you guys there's something you will be teaching during this retrograde. Be careful, watch your words. Don't promise anybody anything while you're teaching, but yes, utilize what knowledge you have and teach others. Okay. Let's get some more. We have Wisdom. You have an inner knowing, a divine wisdom within you, and once you quiet the mind, the answers will float to the top. And it doesn't mean you have to go talk about them right then and there. Use this time to reflect and think and strategize. We have communication. I just said don't communicate. No, but that's not what I meant. Communication is actually critical during a retrograde, because if you're not speaking very bluntly and avoiding things like passive aggression, there's so much room for confusion. So it's so important to be blunt and to the point and to stay true to your words when you do communicate something in a retrograde. Okay, let's get 2 more. Intention. Always lead from a place of good intention, and the heart chakra will take you the rest of the way home. Last but not least, freedom. What? Okay, that's the 3rd time the word freedom has come out. this is going to be a very liberating season for you as you almost kind of come into your own. You're going to find your own footing and sense of independence that's been needed for a long time. And I see you taking initiative. That's the back of the deck energy. Okay, so just to give you guys a tiny bit more info, and we'll wrap it up, I'm going to just teach you what I have on Mercury. Mercury is the planet of our mental faculties. How we learn and how we relay information is determined by its placement. Just like how our brains send signals to other parts of our bodies, Mercury is always sending and receiving bits of information in the cosmos. You've probably heard of a person described as mercurial, someone whose mind is always changing at the speed of light. Chances are they have strong Mercury placements in their natal chart. An underdeveloped Mercury, or someone born during Mercury retrograde, may have trouble communicating their thoughts easily. It doesn't make them less intelligent, it just might take them longer to make their point. They may also get frustrated easily because they feel misunderstood. Whether you are chatty and personable or quiet and introspective, Mercury is the ruler of this realm. The more aspects Mercury has to your sun, the more prominent these traits will be. Keywords for the planet Mercury: communicate, logic, mental pursuits, intelligence, routine, and socializing. I guess socializing does go right there with communication. So that is what I have for you guys tonight. I'm going to flip over my camera markers and we're going to receive these messages now. It says, may your coffee be hot and your eyeliner be even. Throw me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack. Your potential is endless. And use your haters as your motivators. All right, guys, that's what I have for you on the upcoming Mercury retrograde. And remember, the year of the Chinese lunar calendar, year of the black tiger, black water tiger. It's a mouthful. It ends the 21st of January. Until then, may you stay blessed, may you stay warm, may your candles stay lit. Sending you tons of love and light. Namaste.